I literally have nothing for this movie. No intro, just... Alright, so The Fox and the Hound. If you thought Bambi was dark, oh son, we can do better. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty good. I'm going to admit, anything's a step up from The Rescuers. I mean, The Rescuers just garbage. But here, I think they did pretty well. Maybe it's a fatigue from The Rescuers, how crappy that was, maybe, but I don't know, man. Fox and the Hound is actually not that bad. So, what's the premise? So, there's this fox who's owned by this old woman, and this bloodhound dog owned by this old hunter guy. And really, the two, it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet type movie, except without the love. If it was love, it would probably be really, really weird. But, especially in 1980s. But, they find each other, they're friends, you know, they're friendly and all that. Then all of a sudden, Copper the bloodhound, is taken to, in the winter, to become a full-fledged hunting dog. And he does. He grows into it and becomes a full-fledged hunting dog. Todd is waiting for Copper to come back because he's like his best friend, you know? I mean, yeah. But then life just gets in the way and they can no longer be friends. And so they're out for blood. Especially since Todd kind of threw Copper's best friend, the older dog, off a bridge and all that. And now Copper blames Todd and, you know, fighting society. Will society change these two guys? I mean, yeah, let's start with the good. The story, man. Holy crap. The story is monumentally 10,000 times better than anything they've come out before. Okay, they went in depth. Disney, in this movie, they went in depth into whatever psyche they were going into, man. This is like a full-fledged adult-type movie. This is like Old Yeller, but in animated form, and with... Holy crap, guys. I think this is the best story Disney has made up to this point. You know? And they also realize that they do have limitations, okay? Especially now. So there's a lot less trying to be... there's a whole lot less trying to be awesome, you know? Be full on scope, being full on awesome. You know, like Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Bambi. They're stop trying to be like the big classics, and they're just trying to make a good product. Here they do that, okay? Here they go, okay, we can't make a visual spectacle. We've learned that in The Rescuers. We've learned that in Aristocats. What can we do that will be awesome? A good story. And they've done that, okay? This is like an adult story. I'm not gonna lie. This is like a full-on fledged adult, in-depth story. And it is beautiful, okay? It is spectacular, the story. And I mean, the animation's gotten a lot better as well. The animation is a lot better. They do have the white in the eyes. Is there some slacking? Yeah, I mean, there's some slacking with the animation. You can see there's a lot of not that great animation in there, but it's a step up from the Rescuers, man. I'm just gonna keep on saying that. It's a big step up from the Rescuers, you know? I mean, yeah. They also don't try to shove in all these characters, like shoving all these side characters and all that, just be like huge, you know? The characters that you see are the characters that you are only going to see, okay? You only see the hunt. You literally only see. These are the only characters you ever see. The hunter, the old lady, Todd, Copper, Copper's friend, I forget who's his name, what's his name, the owl, Mama, Big Mama, the woodpecker, the little chickadee thing, and Todd's girlfriend. Those are the only characters that you see, really. There may be a couple more just on the side, but really those are the only characters that you see, okay? And holy crap. I mean, I think it's pretty good, you know? The characters are a lot stronger. There are some problems with the characters, but we'll get into that with the bad, but other than that, most of the characters are pretty good, you know? And, yeah. The music, let's go on with the bad. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Now for the bad. The music, I mean, it's not that great. I mean, normally at Disney, you have all this great music and all that. The Rescuers had even with that movie, they had no great music. But normally at Disney, you see that they actually have their own original great music. Here, it's like they're like pop songs. It's like whatever was popular in that time that they made this movie, they put in this movie. And I don't really like that, you know? It's not that great. For some reason, I don't understand why they wrote out Big Mama and the other birds, I guess, after she introduced Todd to his girlfriend, I guess. After that, you never see her again. Where the heck did she go? I mean, where did she go? And you never see the woodpecker or the chickadee anymore. Where the heck did they go? You know? It's just about Todd and Copper now, which I think should be. That's the main focus. But yeah, man, it's really weird. You never see those birds again. Where did they go? You know? I would kind of like the old dog to die. I mean, Disney is the creme de lion of death. Okay? But here but in this movie, no one dies. Why? Disney's the king of death. They're like, surprisingly enough, there wasn't a lot of death in any of those, in a lot of these other movies. Maybe that's the reason why these movies aren't that successful, because no one really dies in them. But if that dog died, Copper's friend, if he actually died, I would think the movie would be more impactful. However, he didn't, so it really wasn't. But, yeah, you know? And I think the cutesy scenes are kind of a little drag on a little bit, you know, when they're the puppy and the little fox. I would prefer the cutie scenes to be over and done with, honestly, but you know, it's Disney. I mean, they gotta market to the cuteness, so whatever. And there's some animation that's not really that great. But other than that, I mean, yeah, man, it's actually not that bad, you know? It's not that terrible. I also want to say a little bit more about this in-depth thing, the storyline. The story is basically at its premise about society. And are you going to change society in the way they perceive you, or are you going to let society change you to what society wants you to be? That is some pretty in-depth stuff right there. That's some pretty deep, dark crap. And I don't think kids can really get that. But as an adult, that is some pretty good stuff to think about, you know? So I'm gonna say, at its basis, this movie is good, okay? It's not fantastic, okay? There's some problems with it, but pretty big problems with it, but the story itself moves it up from where I want it to be. I want it to be terrible, okay? Because I want to be terrible because this movie is not really my cup of tea, but with the story itself, it moves it up to a good. Because even if we had the story itself, it would be pretty good. I mean, honestly, guys, it makes you think. You know, it really does. It makes you think about, you know, life. Not in, like, the bad way like The Rescuers does, but, like, at its basis, you know, what are you going to do with yourself? Are you going to let society change you? Or are you going to change society, you know? And I think that's a good lesson, you know? As kids grow up and they continue to watch it, they could probably be like, catching up on that, you know? I mean, yeah. There you go. It's good, man. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but go out and watch it. Honestly, it'll make you think. It really will make you think. Oh. Actually, there was death in this movie. So, in memoriam, Todd's parents. Alright, so, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, ring that bell, subscribe, do all that crazy crap. More stuff coming your way, and here we go, guys. The granddaddy of them all, the king of crap of Disney, the Black Cauldron. Up next, check it out.